we have seen the presence of resistance, capacitance, inductance, conductance, but everything is present in a distributed manner all over along the length of the line. So for that, we have seen the equivalent circuit. Okay, how can we draw the equivalent circuit? For a general case, how will we draw the equivalent circuit for a transmission line? Okay, not only for transmission line, any component we take, for that we will be able to draw the equivalent circuit, and the analysis can be carried out using the equivalent circuit. Okay, so that is why we mainly go for equivalent circuit. Okay, for transmission line, how we are drawing the equivalent circuit, where L and R are present in series or shunt?
In series, ma'am.
In series, and G and C are present in
Shunt.
shunt. Okay. So whether Winston is present?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. You asked about single wire transmission, no? Actually, single wire
Yes.
transmission, so far I searched, it is in research. Okay, so we cannot
Oh.
say the transmission cannot happen in single wire, but it is under research. There are people working on it. Okay, so that
Okay.
time the equivalent circuit may vary, but whenever we go for high frequencies, that is wavelength comparable to, that is the length of the wire or component is comparable to the wavelength, we need to consider the properties of the medium. That is the main thing. Okay, so if we consider the properties of the medium, so that property here we are drawing in terms of equivalent circuit. Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
And you can also do some search on it and get to know much more information about the transmission line theory. And also, if you see the books, just a second. Okay. In some of the books, okay, they will correctly write. Okay, they will say that the concept is so far not approached or the thing was not invented. Sorry. In some books, they will write the fact as it is. So yesterday, when Winston was asking the doubt related to single-way transmission line, the same doubt I had. Okay, I should answer correctly to the question. Then when we browse through the net, then we came to know that single-way transmission line is under research. Yesterday, I gave you one problem. No, how many of you have solved it? Do you know the answer for that? Have you worked out that problem? Yes, no? You don't know? You forgot?
From during class itself, I did in one notebook. I don't know where I put the notebook.
See how to put one separate notebook for each
Yes,
subject
ma'am.
and maintain it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what about other people? Okay, in your calculator, if you hope everyone is having calculator. Okay, so in that polar to rectangular calculation can easily be done. Okay, so it depends on the calculator which calculator you have, and accordingly the procedure will differ. Okay, sometime you need to enter the values of real and imaginary part and convert into polar, or sometime you have to type like a pole off. You have to first press the pole button, pole off, real and imaginary values. Inside that you need to type, that way it will differ. Okay, so have you worked out that problem? Okay. See, you can work out the problem using calculator or rectangle to polar calculation. You know manually how to do it. Okay, so if it is addition and subtraction, okay, if we are doing manually, then the format of the parameters must be in rectangular. Okay, addition, subtraction. For multiplication, division, the format must be in polar. Okay, so if it is in polar quantity, polar representation, the magnitudes you can directly cancel out, and for the angle you need to add or subtract. If it is multiplication, you need to add. If it is division, you need to subtract the angle. Okay, and if it is the square root or squaring, you need the values in polar. Square root means you need to take square root for the magnitude and angle for angle divide by 2, and square means the reverse. You need to square the magnitude and multiply the angle value by 2. Okay, these things you need to do while working out the problem using while working out the problem manually with the help of calculator also. These things you need to know. Okay, so I repeat, if it is addition or subtraction, we do in rectangular format. If it is multiplication, division, squaring, or taking square root, we need the format in polar. Okay, and in polar format, if it is multiplication, for see what is polar? Polar will be having magnitude and angle. Okay, for magnitude we need to multiply, and for angle multiplication we need to add. Okay, if you know this concept, then you can remember the remaining. See, then the reverse is for the division. So division, absolute value you need to divide, and for angle what will you do? Multiplication we are adding, and for division angle what we need to do? Subtract. And for square root, we need to take square root for magnitude, and for angle divide by 2. And for squaring, you need to square the polar magnitude and divide the angle by, multiply the angle by 2. Okay, so these things you need to do, you need to remember. And now I thought that I can introduce you MATLAB. How can you do that using MATLAB? Okay. So in the next semester, you will be studying about MATLAB language, that you can access online also. I will show you. Or if you are good at Python, you can do using Python also. Any language you can use. You need not to depend on any language. You can do manually also. Your calculator is sufficient. But I thought I can present in a easy way. See, I will take this problem. So in this problem, hope the screen is visible. I will enlarge it. See R value. We will take this problem and we will do using MATLAB coding. Okay, R is 10.4. Okay, ohms per mile, and L is 0.00367 Henry per mile, and G is 0.8 micro mho per mile. C is 0.800835 microfarad per mile. Okay, we will take these values and work out using the MATLAB, online MATLAB tool.
It's free, ma'am.
You can get login and here I have login about, but in our institute we have rights. Outside, I need to check. I will check it and tell you. Okay. So yesterday itself, I worked this problem. So I am going back to the values which I entered. Seven typed and G value is 0.8 micromo. Okay, G equal to 0.8 micro. Okay, so e power minus 6. If we type like this, that is sufficient. G is 0.8 micromo, so 0.8 E minus 6. See G value, it takes G value. Then what is next is C. C is 0.00835 microfarad. So that also I typed. See. So these are the RLCG value we have given. So how will we calculate series impedance?
R plus j omega.
Okay, am I visible to you? Whether the screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but here I am not able to see you. I will switch over the network just a
Your screen is visible, but it's blacked out.
Oh, she's here.
yes. Why you people are not visible to me? Net. Okay. Yes. How will we calculate series impedance? Formula? Series impedance Z equal to which are the things present, which are the components present in series in our equivalent circuit?
Resistance and inductance.
Resistance and resistor and inductor.
Uh,
Okay, so if we are calculating the impedance, okay, we need to consider resistance and inductance. Okay, so for the inductor having L value, the inductance will be j omega L. Okay, and for resistor R, so R plus j omega L. Okay, so that we will write equation. And we will see the result.
Ma'am, you are not presenting.
Yes, I am present.
Oh, okay.
See, we already entered RLCG values. Fine, we want to calculate Z. Z is the series impedance equal to R plus J omega L. Omega is 2 pi F. We need to give F value also. F is 1000 for this problem. Okay. I am working out the problem given in the book. Okay, in that F is 1000. Then we can write the equation for Z. Z is R plus omega is 2 pi F, 2 I F, and L is L only. Then J we need to give. Okay, then after everything we need to multiply with J. That's all. So this is the Z value. Z is 10.4 plus 23.05 I. Okay, this is the series impedance value. If we want to calculate the absolute value, okay, if you want to convert into polar, this is in rectangular format. If you want to convert into polar, we need to find the absolute value and the angle value for the Z. So for that, absolute of Z will give us the magnitude and angle of Z will give us the angle in radians. If we want angle in degrees, multiply by 180 by pi. Okay, so we get the Z value in rectangular form as well as in polar form. Then we need to calculate shunt admittance. Okay, so shunt admittance is Y equal to G plus J omega C. So omega is 2 pi f and C is C only, multiply with J. So this is Y value. So Y value we are getting as 8 e power minus 7 plus 5.2465 e power minus 5 I. Okay, so we got Y value. Then we need to calculate the characteristic impedance, isn't it? So what is the formula? Z naught. Okay, Z naught equal to root Z by Y. So square root of Z by Y. See, we are getting 6.799 e power 2 minus 1.408 e power 2 I. Okay, so this is Z naught value. So this is solved problem. We will see the Z naught value. Before that, we will calculate what is the magnitude of Z naught. So magnitude of Z naught, for finding the magnitude, that is for polar form, absolute of Z naught. Absolute of Z naught is 694.33. We will see what is the answer. See, Z naught is 693 and angle is minus 12 degrees. Okay, so 690, we are getting 694 because somewhat the accuracy problem, we may get nearer to that. So 694.33 is the absolute value of Z naught, and angle of Z naught we see. And we want in degrees, so 180 by pi. So we get minus 11.7. There we got minus 12. In book it is given minus 12 degrees. Okay. So now we found characteristic impedance. Then propagation constant. So propagation constant. Which notation can we give? Okay. So propagation constant, I take it as PC equal to, what is the formula? Square root of ZY. Okay, Z into Y. So this is the propagation constant value. So it is coming in rectangular format. So alpha plus J beta we got. Alpha is the attenuation constant 0.0079. Okay, 0.0079 NEPA per meter, and beta is 0.0356 radian. Sorry, radian. I cannot say it is per meter. Here problem is given for per mile. So alpha is 0.0356 0363 Meter per, sorry, what is the problem? We are getting alpha. Here we are directly getting alpha and beta values. Alpha is 0.0079. So 0.00755 is given in problem. The unit is Meter per mile. Similarly, beta value is, we got beta value we got as 0.0356. So 0.0356 radian per mile. That is the unit. Okay, so we solve the problem up to this. Okay, so this is one. This is about solving only the equations, and the quantities are in polar form or rectangular form. How you have to handle it properly, that you need to know. Yes, someone is unmuting. You need not to depend on MATLAB. Okay, you can do using calculator. You check how to do in your calculator. Okay, or if you are able to access MATLAB or Python, that also you can use, not a problem, because here you are not going to write the exam physically, you are writing online only, so you can use as a tool as per your wish. So yesterday numerics, how many of you have solved? Can we check the answer? See, yesterday R is 6. The same we will work out. R is 6. Then L is 2.2 milli. So L equal to 2.2 milli e power minus 3. Then C is 0.005 micro. Then G is 0.25 micro. And F is 1000. Okay. So we need to find Z value. Z formula we have already given. So Z value is, are we getting the same? Okay. How the Z is coming again? Okay, we need to work out. We have written the equation, no? So we have to again run the equation. This is Z value. Okay. Where is Z equation? So Z value is 6 plus 13.82 I. Okay. Then similarly, Y value. Y value is 2.5 e power minus 7 plus 3.14 e power minus 5 I. And we need to find Z0. Z0 is 6.78 e power 2 minus 1.38 e power 2I. Then we need to find the propagation constant. So propagation constant we are getting as 0.0045 plus 0.1213I. So these are the answers for yesterday's problem. Have anybody got, how many of you have got correct answers? In chat, you tell me how many of you know to convert polar to rectangle, rectangle to polar in calculator? Yes or no? If you know that, then only you can solve this problem. See, yesterday when I asked You people did not say. And also this is not a rocket science. This is only using calculator. See, it depends on which calculator you have. So if you are having 991 MS, that has some procedure. And 991 ES will have some procedure. Whether you are using mobile calculator or online calculator or any kind of program, it is up to you. Okay. But you need to know how to approach these type of problems. You will be able to find the answer for the numerics given. Okay, that is the expectation. See, I just typed rect to pole in 991 MS calculator. See, here they are giving. So if we have the rectangular quantities, that is 3.4 plus J45. Okay, for that we want to find the value polar means, then we need to type polar 3.4 comma 45. Okay, so these things you can browse, and some online calculators are also available. So this is your calculator now. Visible?
Yes.
See here you see here in the plus button, plus sign is the plus button. So in that it is written R and theta, and also written pole off. Okay, whenever we want to use these functions, we need to press shift. Okay, so if you press shift plus button, then that option will work out. Okay, so shift and that option and type the values. If you want to find the polar values, then press shift pole off. Okay, shift plus will give you pole off. Okay, we want to convert from, for example, 2 plus 3j. You want the polar values, means shift plus. Okay, then the calculator will display pole. 2 plus 3j, you have to type as 2 comma, here comma is available. Okay, 2 comma 3, close the bracket and type equal, you get the answer. Okay, you get the absolute value, and shift equal will give you the angle value. Okay, or some calculator will display both. Similarly, if you want to convert into rectangular, you see the minus sign here, minus. We have the minus button now. On it is written rect of REC open bracket. So shift minus is for converting the polar to rectangular. So this exercise you work out, and that approach. Okay, you learn how to convert from rectangle to polar or polar to rectangular. Then solve the numerics which I have given. Okay.
Ma'am, comma is there in calculator. I can't find the comma in my calculator.
Which calculator you are telling? I am not getting.
It's called Casio's FX82MS. It's actually very old.
Yeah. But that using that also you can calculate the procedure. You need to check.
Yeah, comma. I found the comma. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Just wait. See, last year students have used online calculators also. Okay, so I am giving those links in the chat box. Before using that, you check manually whether the website is giving correct results. Okay, once you check manually and then use that. Okay, rapid tables in math, those online also you can use. But I feel the class strength is less. You inform everyone to join for the class. Okay, the attendance will be considered. Then that day you people introduced up to roll number 45, no? Afterwards, okay, today we find lesser time. We will do in next class. So you work out this problem, then only you come to know your difficulties. If you find any difficulty, you email me. Okay, I will clarify. We will meet you tomorrow. Thank you.
Ma'am, doubt, ma'am.
Yes.
The pole function converts what we give rect coordinates, right? Like rectangular coordinates for the pole.
Yes. Yes.
And it's giving me a number. What is that number?
You take some simple example. 3 plus 4j you take. Okay. So for that you find out what is the polar. And there are many different, according to your calculator only you have to use the button. Some calculator may ask you to type the numerals first. You need to type 3 plus 4j. And then you need to type the button related to converting to polar.
Oh, okay.
You first understand your calculator.
If I put pole of 3, 4, it's saying 5. It's giving a magnitude.
Yes. Yeah, correct only. No.
Oh, is
Square
this
root of a squared
magnitude?
plus 4 squared is 5 now.
Oh, pole
Magnitude.
function is magnitude of the.
Yeah, magnitude you got. Then angle tan inverse of b by a, no.
Okay.
That you calculate, and whether the angle is coming correctly, you check.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, students.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.